Hey ho, this is Sarah Uthoff of Trundlebed Tales, and I'm heading out today to Walnut Grove, Minnesota. Now, I didn't pack last night, which was a terrible idea because it was raining then, but it is raining harder now. And I think you can even see that I have water drops on my glasses, so that's great. And I never seem to be able to head out until it's, 9 o'clock, and it always seems like I can only leave at 9 o'clock. In fact, it is 9:10 today. Yay. So I'm going to be listening to On the Banks of Plum Creek, which is my standard fare when I'm on the way to Walnut Grove. In fact, I started it as soon as I finished Killer Angels for the Gettysburg anniversary. And the other thing that you may want to listen to if you have Audible or some other way to get podcasts is is to my podcasts, if you've already read the book. So I'm going to head out, put on Walnut Grove, and we will be doing great. And we're going to source select YouTube, and there I go.
Thanks. She lay on it and breathed and was glad it was solid.
Well, hello everybody, and I am filling up my car, which I also didn't do yesterday, and I wanted to ask you, I don't need to wash the car today because it's raining, and I always like to have a little bit of that car wash prep, but maybe you don't. Would you like to see the car wash, or do you want me to leave it out? And let me know in the comments below. Well, this is fun. They've stopped traffic because they're working on adding a second lane to 218. I am just leaving Clear Lake. I had lunch at McDonald's. This is one of my favorite places because they have really good unsweet tea. So good. And it is now 12:57, and come on. It is not telling me how many miles I have gone so far right now, because it's telling me I have to do a U-turn, which I already know. A big plus about stopping here was there were a couple people working here who saw my shirt, and I am wearing my one of my Pepin shirts today. I may have to, there we go. And said, "Oh, are you from Pepin? It has been a dream. Are you from Pepin? It's been a dream of mine to go there." And I had to say, no, I'm not from Pepin, but I am on a Laura trip to Walnut Grove, Minnesota. And I had a nice talk about where home sites are and how you can meet the actors from the TV show with a couple of McDonald's employees. I gave them my card, so I hope they looked up my stuff on Trundlebed Tales. And oh yeah, you need to too. I am on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And we haven't really posted new stuff there, but I am on Vimeo. And I am also on Flickr, which I mostly haven't deleted because the Library of Congress is also on Flickr, so okay. And with that, I am heading out. It now thinks I will get there at 4:10. Let's see if we can beat it. Hello everybody, I am coming to you from Windham, Minnesota. Windham is a great place to stop. It's one of the last grocery stores before we hit Walnut Grove, and it has another McDonald's. Why do I have trouble keeping Ronald in the shot? Anyway, it has another McDonald's with good unsweet tea, and I hope to see you soon in Walnut Grove. And hey, we're coming along, and we should be headed into Walnut Grove. Now, if you're watching this after 2020, I'm sorry, 2022, it probably won't make much of a difference, but all the way up 71 from 90, there were signs saying 14 was going to be detoured. At this point in time, which is getting towards mid-July, the east from 71, the east 14 east was all chopped up horribly. The 14 west is still just 14. I imagine it is coming, but for right now it doesn't affect you. And I can also say that I was going to stop at the McCone sod houses, but I didn't see their sign up, and I will have to check on making sure they are still doing the sod house tours, although they might be done. I will have to look that up and get back. And I think, whoops. We are coming up on Walnut Grove. Yay! Coming in from the...
Prepare to turn left in half a mile.
And we're going to follow her to the museum. Now, the city does mostly, well, it straddles 14. This is probably the narrowest
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto County Road 5, 8th Street, then arrive at your destination on the left.
Because it turns...
Take the next left onto County Road 5, 8th Street, then arrive at your destination on the left.
Okay.
You are approaching your destination.
Here we go.
You have reached your destination.
This is the evening of my trip on Friday, and I drove up to Walnut Grove today through rain a couple times. And if you're running through rain, remember it's okay to stop, even if that's going to put you off your time. Find a nice place to put in for about an hour, get something to eat, and then try again. But I didn't have to do that, but I did get close a couple times. So I came up 218, well 35 to 218 to 90, and then once I get to 90, I like to go over and go up 71, which takes you through Windham. Walnut Grove doesn't have a northern thing that right aligns with Walnut Grove. Walnut Grove is kind of right in the middle. There's one road up here, there's one road up here. 71 is the one further east. I've taken both. They're both fine. Right now you should be aware that they are working on Highway 14, and it is chewed up all the way to the turn. So that will probably not be the case. It will probably be chewing up the part that's there that right now is the part that leads you to Walnut Grove. So you probably want to check on that before you go if you're planning on going to Walnut Grove this year. There, I don't know, I might have gotten down too far before. So I was watching the detour signs all the way through and kept going, oh, I'm going to be having to go on a detour. Where is it going to be? And was really concerned about it. And the detour was just regular 14. So I don't know what their deal was with the signs, but so far at least you can just turn on 14 like you normally would. There are two roads taking you to the McCone sod houses, one of which it's the roads make a square. So there's one that takes you right off of 14 and one that takes you off to 71. The one on 71 no longer had a sign. At least I didn't see it have a sign, but then I was worried about the detour. So I don't know. I might have missed it. Which is too bad because I was going to try and stop. So anyway, I went on and I went to Walnut Grove, and I stopped at the museum, and the museum had said they were going to be closed at 6, but apparently they are actually open until 8 on pageant weekends. So if there's a pageant, it's going to be open till 8. So I hit there, and there had been actually quite a few changes in the museum since I was there. They have rearranged the television showroom. They've added a lot of stuff. There's Mr. Edwards' outfit, which I'm hopefully going to drop in here. There was the fiddle Michael Landon played on the show, which was honestly well worth it because Walnut Grove is the place that should have that. Then they moved you over to the Grandma's house, which is the one with the onion dome. And they have really kind of rearranged that. The kitchen part's all sort of the same. Then they have taken one of the rooms that was there, and I'm not exactly sure what was in there before, which is terrible. I should know. But I may have to grab out my pictures and look. But anyway, there was they made it into a pageant room. And they have the dresses Shirley Knockmoose gave them on display and a bunch of memorabilia from the pageants, which is really nice. Then they moved around the Laura's writing thing and took out the date pillar, which had my name credited on it, sad thought, and kind of rearranged the writing room a little bit, which I thought was too bad. I mean, I suppose it's better for flow, and maybe even the fire marshal told them they had to get rid of it, but I liked the way it was set up before. And they didn't have a chair at the pump organ. It's almost impossible to play a pump organ and not sit down. You need to use both feet. But in any case, that's what they have there. The hands-on stuff has been moved out of the room that was hands-on and kids' toys on that first floor, and there's an expanded military collection there. The hands-on stuff went upstairs to the attic, and I don't think the air conditioner was designed to include the attic. At least it was summer attic stuffy. There are the interior house steps, which you can take up there. They have also built a second, more standard set of steps on the outside. And they have a new walkway between the Laura building and the Grandma's house. The prairie grass that they had planted there between the, what do they call it, Heritage Lane or Heritage Building or whatever, and Grandma's house is half torn up as a garden and mostly vegetable garden. Nothing different about the jail. The dugout replica and really needs its sod redone. Oh, the school, they've added pictures of Mary and Laura on the TV show Teaching, which I thought was really nice. Clever idea. I don't think they changed too much in the Heritage Building. They have some more benches, which I think is nice. And then there is an additional new display area, which is on the other side. There's the building that has the fake built of the show set of the Little House from the NBC show. And they have a lumberyard display there. So it had lumberyard stuff. It had somebody's license plate collection, which was pretty early license plates, all of them. There was a lot of license plates, but they were all fairly early plates. And I didn't get over to see if the Master's place was open yet or not. Didn't hit Fond Memories either. I did some recording of driving around town and finding stuff, and had a pageant supper, and then came to Marshall, which is just a half hour away. But I have to say, as someone who drives a half hour to work every day, boy, it's a lot further for this.